Maybe. Before I start this, can I just read out the letter of complaint? Just stop me with it. Here says, I'm having considerable difficulty in receiving our statements. I have had to have these properly to ensure that a third party... I mean, he's only left us 6 months. Thanks, Bill, for the letter of complaint. Treat it like any letter of complaint.
That's how much notice we gave.
Thank you all for coming. Very nice to see you all here. It's a very sad day, really. We've been in Merton House for 4 or 5 years. Today we're here to say goodbye to Merton House. It's been a good building for us. Sorry, that's August.
Anyway, we must thank everyone for being here tonight. And there are lots of faces that I personally don't know, but I'm sure John knows them all. But we just recruited a whole bunch of people. Off the street. Imagine me earlier. Earlier, actually, there was about 7 of us here. We said, that was it then, John. This is the party. Let's get on. But this one we are. Anyway, there is one ugly mug that we do know, but that's John. So if we can just unlock it.
Is anybody old enough to remember this? Hang on, I'll judge by your reply. That's a nice shirt.
It's a bad shirt.
It is a bad shirt.
Let's go. She rang me and said it was specially picked.
Yes.
At Wendy's.
He's going
David McCabe's got one on.
Anyway, as you're all aware, we're here tonight to celebrate the fact that John is leaving into the We are actually here to celebrate the fact that John is leaving. Oh, sorry, commiserating.
Yeah.
The fact that he's retiring after nearly 38 years. John joined the bank on 17th of August 1959, which was the very same year that...
Don't say you weren't. So many times.
The very same year that the British Motor Company launched their new car, which was the Mini.
Oh yeah, it was also the day that yellow sodium streetlights were first seen on the streets of Britain.
That same year, Sam the Monkey was launched into space for 13 minutes. It would have been longer, only he needed a catch-up breakfast.
John was born on the 30th of June 1943.
Correct.
A war child. And incredibly born on the same day. It's the same day, but not the same year as his spokesperson, PA, mistress.
There's somebody else here who's got a birthday.
On the same day? Yes.
Who?
John, we're doing this.
So where's Mystic Meg? Where's Sue? Where's Sue? Sue's our own Mystic Meg. We call her Celtic Sue. And we asked her what this meant. Both being born on the same day, she said. It means that it's compatible. We knew you were incompatible, John.
That was Slosh, was it? Yeah.
Septic Sue, yeah.
As is tradition, John, we intended to go through your staff file to find some humour.
Oh, we couldn't find it. We found the file. Oh, we couldn't find the humour.
Mr. Rathbone lost it when I was in regional office.
Will he shut up? Can he shut up?
Twice in a minute. We did actually think that he already put it in the second-hand photocopier tray. Because he photocopies paper on
Oh, to use it.
And it being So I don't.
They missed that one, then.
Yeah,
This file is in the second-hand photocopy paper.
Yes, same to me.
But anyway, one thing I did find out, that John achieved a distinction on passing his banking exams. In the year that he passed, he was actually 10th in the country.
Hey, Jim. Only 9 minutes for it.
Oh, well, it's too late now.
You had the lip then. 'Cause
I'm
that's not
sorry.
I was just going to say that when I first came to Bootle, it was about 2 years ago.
Day of the strike.
And I've known John. I've known John for years, but I've never really met him. And it was strike day, as John said.
Thanks, John.
And I sort of walked up to John in Bootle Strand, and there's John busy away with all this and that. And I walked up to him to say hello, and John said, "Will you sort the post?"
It was a crisis. We were having a strike on that day.
I'm trying to introduce myself, you know, polite. And I thought, well, John, I'm actually Jim. Will you sort the post? And that's how it's gone on ever since, really.
Yeah, tears as ever, I'm sure.
Yeah, better.
Anyway, Jim had a phone call from Stevie Ward on Monday. Nightmare.
Oh, sorry, this is me. Steve said, can I speak to John Lithgow, please? Where is he? There he is, over there. Hello, Steve. Steve said, can I speak to John Lithgow, please? And I said, well, Steve, John's leaving us this week. Can I help you? He said, no, it doesn't matter.
Steve phoned again on Tuesday, only to ask again. When was John actually leaving?
Well, I said, Steve, John's leaving on Friday, but, you know, can I help you? Can I do anything for you? John's leaving, he's nearly gone.
Steve phoned again on Wednesday.
He said, hey, Jim, hey. Can I speak to John Lithgow? I said, Wardy, for God's sake, John is leaving on Friday. Will you go away?
Thursday was the last straw, and Jim hadn't lost his temper.
I said, Steve, listen, John Lithgow leaves on Friday. Will you just, can't you understand what I'm saying to you? And Steve said, I know what you're saying, Jim, but it gets better every time you say it.
Anyway, chipping into his lump sum, John is buying a new car.
Oh, ooh.
You're supposed to be quicker than that, Jim.
He's getting a new BMW, so he can cruise down the high street in Heswell, pulling up cruising with all the chicks and Thursday afternoon, going for your pension, John. Black cap, yeah. And I understand you spent about 2 months going through the book with Debbie saying, this one does 140 miles, this is 160, which one should I get?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
In Germany.
How many times do you see an old guy on the inside lane going down the motorway in a fish car with a black cap?
What a dream. Good God.
Eyeing up all the chicks with the Zimmers.
That was my line.
Okay, where's Sandy? Where's Sandy?
In front of you.
Hi,
Sandy.
here.
Yes, hi.
I'm going to tell you a secret now.
Alright.
And I'm not going to tell you who told me, but John didn't tell me, okay? Now,
Which only leaves one at the
well,
party.
no, let them work that out for themselves. John and Sandy's John's wife. Here. Hi, Sandy. The first date, they worked at Victoria Street together. Was it Victoria Street?
Yeah.
The first date, a very unfortunate thing happened to Sandy's suspender belt.
Shows you how long it's going.
It actually snapped.
Yes.
And I understand, although I don't know who told me, that they spent about half an hour in the doorway Littlewoods under
Lewis.
under Dickie Lewis. And someone was uttered to say, I don't know whether she was looking at John or looking at the statue, someone was uttered to say, oh, no one's as bigger than that.
That's supposed to be your Welsh.
Yeah, it was Welsh.
However, we press on. Those of us working at the RMS will remember whenever it was John's turn to buy the sweets, he always managed to find the cheapest, nastiest sweets. always bought licorice all sorts. Maybe this is where the idea came from. Maybe this is the idea that came. You always wear a tight basset.
Basset as in the hound. Sandy, I don't know whether you know, John went to the hairdresser every week. Has he told you about the hairdresser?
No.
Well, apparently she's a lady, and she's very, but she doesn't sort of say hold still. She just sort of clamps his head. And that's the reason why she's never sort of shaved these things.
Do you want to address anybody?
John has also something of a reputation for his sexist remarks.
Oh,
I can't believe that.
Kathy will tell you. Where's Kathy? She's hiding. Well, I remember John telling me once that if you dropped a man and a woman off the top of Merton House, who'd land first? He said, the man. And we said, why? And he said, because the woman would get lost on him.